Alright guys, today I plan on changing the fuel pump on my Ninja ZX14. It's been sitting here for maybe over a month already without turning it on or anything because I was working. This bike, if you see my other videos, this bike is finished. This one's just been here collecting dust, as you can see, very dusty. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to show you step by step of how to do it. Let's go. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove all these side plastics, which is going to be these bolts right here, this one, and then the same thing at the other side, and this one right here, and then there's one in there. So let's start removing those with Allen keys. Okay, so I got my meta glasses on for a better point of view. I'm using a 532 Allen key for the size. Everyone's size might be different because these are aftermarket, so but this is what I'm using on mine. So we're gonna start loosening all these Allen keys out, and then there should be one right here. Oh yeah, one right here. Just loosen them out first. This one up here, let's use this. There you go. Loosen that up. Now we can start taking all of them out. I guess take some over there. There you go. And then loose. Watch for the rubbers. See these rubbers here, they fall out. So make sure you stay on top of these. See, this is what I hate from these plastics. See, this one, it's already broken. They break so fast after years, like a year or two. Look, this one here, it's all scratched. They're sheep fairings. So now those fairings are out. It's time to take this one out. So I've taken this out only a couple of times, maybe once or two. So we're all in this learning, I guess, again. And okay, lift that one up. As you can see, there's a gap or tab, like look at this one right here. You lift it up, comes out. So now I believe the trick is like you lift both of them up forward, push them forward. I don't know if that's the right way, but it's out. Or if you want to remove these plastic ones all the way out, but the reason I don't remove these is because they're harder to put back on this side over here. But here's this. So here's the tank. This is your time to check for the air filter or changer, which is right here. But we're going to be taking this off, and I believe once we take that off, we take the seat off, and that should be it. We'll be able to take the tank off, and then obviously this is gonna have the gas line underneath of it. So let's start by taking this off first and the seat. Okay, like these. There it is. I guess let me just put the keys here. Remove the seat. Easy. Oh, don't lose your tools. Okay, now here's the tank. Here's some two lines. Don't worry about that now. We're just gonna take this out. So let's go get the tool for that. Okay, so this right here is gonna be a 10 millimeter. Ha! Yeah, don't forget those other ones. And two 10 millimeters down here. One. Go. Oh, that one has two watchers. Oh, that one. I guess I should move this table over there or over here, so when I take the tank out, I can set it up there. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm holding the tank right now by hand, so just these two plugs, they seem to come out pretty easy, so just remove these plugs. These came out by hand like no issues. And oh, here's the line that is all bent. Okay, so I saw that this was a little bent here, so what I did is I slightly, you know, bend it back to a circle, because I don't know if that was the issue before when I took it out. Also, for the symptoms that you want to look for when you're having this issue is, the symptoms I was having is that I would open the throttle all the way, and then I don't know where it'll start sputtering, going like boom, boom, almost throwing me off the bike. So I rode it like that for a while, because sometimes it would go away, and then I don't know where sometimes it would happen again. Usually does it a lot when it's on lower on gas, but I usually thought that I was running out of gas, but it happened to me now when it was a full tank. So when I want to open full throttle, it'll start doing it normally around 6,000 to 7,000 RPMs. That's when it was happening. I mean, I got videos of it happening. So if you're having that issue where you open the throttle all the way and the bike is sputtering, it might be the fuel pump, because you can't change the filters because they're inside of the fuel pump. So we're gonna get to that now. Okay, I had to take a second, because make sure your tank is empty before you do this, because this hose right here was all bent. As you can see, it still is. So make sure, hope that wasn't the issue. And yeah, so you'll make sure it's empty, and yes, you need that pick, and make sure that you squeeze these in the bottom in. And you could, I did it with my hand. I squeezed them and I pulled them out a little bit, and then once they come out a little bit from the top through there, you get the pick and pull it out, and then you just pull the line out, so it is off. So yes, please make sure your tank is empty all the way before you do this, because look at all the gas I just spent. All premium gas in the bucket, and it got all over the paint. I had to dry it fast. Got all over my hands. Look how dry my hands are already. And I didn't know if there was an easier way to do it other than just taking this off the bottom. So just make sure you drain it or run it till it's empty before you do it. So let's start now taking these off, which I believe they're 10 millimeters. Let's make sure they are 10 millimeters. So let's just start taking all those off. I don't know, I did it the first the hard way, so. There goes the gas. Now, this is going to be the real look. First time ever at the fuel pump. Let's see if I can open this somehow. There you go. Oh, here it comes, guys. First look. Oh, okay, let me look inside a little bit. Guess let me... Oh, shit. Maybe let's empty the rest of it. Back up here. Okay. Okay, so question is now, how am I gonna take this off? Should I start taking stuff apart? At least I'm recording it so I won't forget. Well, why not? Let's start with this. Wet ones on the right, yellow ones on the left. Just like that. And then out through there, out through there, and then this one comes through here, to there. Alright, so I need a screwdriver. Screwdriver. Okay, here we are with the screwdriver. Let's start with the cable one. Oh. Whatever this is goes. Oh. Okay. Don't want to miss which cable that goes to. Well, I guess the one that. Okay. Okay, this metal bracket comes out. Metal bracket comes out. Metal bracket to the side. Cool. Okay. Okay. Take that out. Oh. Well, guys, be very careful with this. Okay. Look at all that gunk. Look at all this gunk at the bottom. This is from the filter. Look at this. This feels like sand. This is the filter. Okay. Here's the pump. How do I take out the filter? I gotta look at this filter, guys. Look at this. Oh man, this thing is covered. We're gonna open this up. Just give me 1 minute. Okay guys, so look at all this gunk. As soon as I took it out, look, it's like sand, right? Look at the filter. See if I can zoom in or something. Look, it's clogged. I'm gonna get like scissors or a knife and open this so we can look at it inside. Well, look at the fuel filter. I just opened it. Look how gunked up it was. That's gonna make your bike run bad. It's all like sand. Look at here. Yeah, it's all like sand and dirt. That'll do it. So I'm gonna bring my new parts and we're gonna compare it. Okay, so this is the new pump, KEMSO fuel system. I bought this from Amazon. They had the original one, but it was like $400 for the whole thing, and I didn't have that kind of money. This was like maybe 40 max, and then it brought the filters here, which I guess I'll use the same one I took out. I don't know what this other one is for, all the cables and everything. So I'm just gonna copy everything that was on here to this and see how it goes. Okay, since I'm gonna copy everything from this one, as you can see, this one brought blue and black cable. This one brought blue and black, so literally just copy the same way. As you can see, blue where the blue is, and then you get the black. And how is it like this? It's just longer cables like that. Now, as you can see, we're missing an O-ring. So let's go to my pack of O-rings, which is right here, and we just gotta match. Let me get them all out, because I don't know if they just gave me extra, and we're just gonna match it. Looks like that one way too small, that one way too big. It looks just like this one. So we took that one out, we put this one in over here, the new one. Okay, so I don't know, they didn't bring any manual, so where's the old one? Did I lose it? Okay, it don't look like this one. This one looks like this one. I just don't know if this one goes somewhere else, or if I don't know if it goes in here. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to open this, so I'm not even gonna try it, because I don't see anything in there that will resemble this. So let's put that one to the side. So I took this one out of here like this. So we're gonna do the same, and that doesn't go like that. We just gotta play with it and see that one wouldn't go because it will hit there. No, like this. Okay, you can see it's in, it's also out. I'll just have to look at the video again and see how I did it so I could put this back together. So let me do that first and then I'll come back. Okay, so what I did is, let me see if I can take it out. The black cable, what I did first, I passed the black cable through this hole, as you can see through here. I'm going to show you. So what I did first, as you can see, I passed the black cable through and then pushed it in, and now we have everything right here. This is how it's supposed to go. Now we're gonna put in this filter. I had a look at my my videos, my replay. Now you're gonna go, because this is gonna go in like this. So you're gonna look to this bottom. You see how there's nothing here. This one here is, you're gonna bend these inwards, and then we're gonna match this hole in through there. So we're just gonna bend these in. Then when I look at the bottom, make sure it's going through. Just push it in, filters in. Now basically the next thing we're gonna do is, let me make sure I'm putting this right. We're gonna put this together, and it's gonna go in. I'm pretty sure it goes in like this. Let me make sure, yeah, because it has to match up there. So we would have to push. Okay, so we have to push. Let me make sure it didn't have a O-ring, because it kind of looks like it should. But when we push it through, we're gonna match it to this. So that's gonna be the deal. So I don't think it takes a O-ring, so that's what we're gonna do. That's why we put it in through here first. So like I said, first we squish it in through there. Next we go in, everything's nice and tight, and then at the end, because it's gonna push up a little bit, let's make sure that this goes into that filter. I mean into that little hole, because we don't want to, you can see, look through the side. And basically you just keep fighting with it until it's flush. See, you'll feel it when it's going in. Hold it, push in, and keep doing it. And I would say it's good, because I remember pulling this and nothing coming out. So I believe that everything should be in place. Yep, everything's in place. So that's how you want it to look like this. Yep, like this. Okay, now, okay, so now the issue is to put this, I need to figure out how this goes, because this either goes through here. To be honest, I have no idea. Unless it, oh, through here. It definitely goes through here like this. Yes, it definitely goes like this. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to look at the video again to see how it goes. Okay, so disregard me passing the black cable through the top, because I don't think that's how it goes. So now we're gonna get this. We're gonna look through this back. As you can see, none of these other sides have it. Only these sides, but don't worry about those. You're gonna slide that in through there. It has to fit in. Just a little hole that goes into it just for a little bit. And obviously we're gonna have to screw that in like that, like so. So what I'm gonna do first is probably push that in through somewhere. Push it in through here, and I guess the more you push in, the better. And we're gonna get one of these screws, pass them through, and then get your screwdriver. Screw it in. I'm not gonna screw it very tight because I'm still gotta find out kind of how to have this together here without, you know, coming off or anything. Well, maybe we have to put this back in here like this. Is that how it goes? Let's think about this, how it goes. I'm trying to think. I believe I'm seeing the markings on the like this, and this has to go through, as you can see, through where the filter goes. The filter's not letting it go through, so just push the filter a little bit to the side until it goes all the way through, as you can see. Oh, but first you gotta make sure you change this O-ring. See, this big O-ring matches this other brown. You put it in there, sure everything's good. And again, we're gonna force this O-ring area through here, the metal brackets through the outside, and then kind of just like play with it. But we have to try our best. Like I said, this goes through here. That one is supposed to go through here as well. For some reason, this is like almost through. There you go. Let me make sure that it went through all the way. As you can see it. Eventually it's gonna come up through here, so. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I'm not supposed to screw that in yet, but okay, let me take this off because I see that the O-ring messed up there. Okay, the O-ring seems to be fine. Just make sure that we gotta make sure that goes in there pretty good. Again, Everything seems to agree. The O-rings in there pretty good. So now that we have that in, we could push this in through like this. And obviously we weren't supposed to screw this in, so we're learning as we go, guys. I have to find that because that's the only one I didn't get any replacements. So once this is in, sure it goes in through, I guess it goes behind, nice. So now we're gonna look for the other part that just fell. Okay, so I found it. Now what I'm gonna do is again get this black cable in through here. Like just push it down so it kind of fits in there better. Keep going. Let me move this one out of the way. So now it's supposed to be flush. So basically got to mess around with these cables. See, now I'm gonna tighten this one pretty good. That one's tightened pretty good. Like I said, just mess around with these cables to where they don't bother anything. I'm pretty sure this is good. Now this cable, I believe it goes through here, and I also believe this goes on this side, the left. Then there's another cable, I just can't remember from right now where it went. Oh, the blue one, obviously. I'm assuming no cable goes over here, so let me put that other, this is just to hold it in place. I mean, I guess that black cable could have either went here or there. It seems to be just a ground. So I guess I could have run it this way. I was just following the one I did. Okay, here's that. Seems to be pretty good. Now I'm gonna see where this cable I ran it from last time. Oh, actually I don't have to, because I know it probably just runs through the same way. That's this one. So same thing. Go blue on one side, blue on the right, yellow on the other side. But to make sure this is how it goes, let me look at my video again. Okay, so yes, this blue one's on the right, yellow's on the left. So once this is done, everything seems to be nice and tight in here. I don't know what these are for. I'm assuming it's for a different type of motorcycle. I'm assuming. So I'm gonna leave that there. These, there's this thing that I have to change. See, this is the new one. Or actually, this is the old one. I can feel it because it's a little flat. This one's completely round, so this goes right here where we're gonna be installing the gas. And I guess if you don't know which way does it go, I guess when the tank is sitting, that's the way it goes. So like this inside the tank. Actually, so instead of putting this O-ring there, we're gonna put it in here. Make sure it don't leak. That's the new one. Nice in. And like I said, I'll be putting this way. I believe that's the right way. And I think it moved. And let's make sure this sits the right way, because I don't want to have to take this off again. So there's one. There's the other one. I'm just gonna get these in pretty quick so it can be held in place. Oh, and I can't forget about this tiny one. I almost did it, guys. That's why I gotta look and get in. Oh shit. I could do it now. I gotta get the proper size anyway, so I can tighten it pretty good. So I'll be back with the proper rating. Okay, so the manual said it'll take like 80 something foot-pounds. What I googled for these 10 millimeters, I think that's way too much, so I'm just gonna do it by hand. And then that super tiny one, I couldn't find a size. I know it's smaller than an 8 millimeter and a 5/16, so I don't have that size, so I just tighten it with these, just how I took it out. So let's get to ratcheting. So we're gonna start. See, that's too tight already. So I don't. That's why I didn't want to just go off where the internet's in. See this one? Good. Cross pattern as always, guys. When it's like something round. There's that. And that was tight. So now that see everything's tight, let's put these back up here as they were in the beginning. Chinese succulent meal. Okay. Alright. See, that's why, because it's rusting. Okay. What I'm gonna do now that it's very light, let me move this bucket out of here. Very dangerous bucket, which I'm gonna dispose of it properly at the end. Stick to the end and you're gonna see how we dispose of it properly. Okay, so now see, now it's easy because I could just set it on here and collect it. Let's do it. Okay, so now it's the easy part. You just click it in. At least that's supposed to, oh, there's this thing. It's supposed to just click in actually. Try to take it out. Comes out. And that's how you know something's not right. I'm gonna do exactly what I did just so you guys can see. I put pressure here. And there you go. Let's try that again, guys. In all the way, push in. It doesn't come out, so this is supposed to be like this. Now, before we put anything back, let's put these on. See if I remember. Obviously tiny with the tiny. Maybe not. Wait. Maybe yes. That one's in. And they just, I guess they're very loosely on. Will it also go on this way? No, this way. Okay. There it goes in. And I guess I'll keep this on the side like this, hiding. And don't forget these. Then these. Make sure everything's sitting properly. If this is sitting properly, it is. Nothing's pinching. As always, this is good here. You know, these little brackets, or I don't know what to call it, but let me get my these needle nose. All right. Okay, so now for the real test. Put some gas. Hopefully it don't leak, guys. I am praying not to leak. So let's just start adding some fuel. Okay. Nothing's leaking, guys. Let's give it a sound. I don't hear it. Oh, this is not on. Oh my god. That was so scary. Now you heard it. That was it taking gas. Let's do it again. So I'm gonna put more gas because I don't know if it's lacking gas, like it's not taking any. So let's put some more. Okay, added the whole thing. Now let's check it and hear it. It's like full basically. Let's do it a couple times and then we'll turn it on. Okay, I don't see any leaks. Time for the real deal. It's the real deal. Everything sounded good. There's no leak. Let's get on. It's a neutral. Here we go. That's the horn. Let's do it. I knew it. All right, just like last time. Cable's on. It should turn on now. Again. Now the real deal is see if it's gonna do the same issue or not, so I'll have to take it out in the ride. I'm gonna put everything back together while it's on because I turned that off and then it didn't want to turn back on, so I'm assuming it needs to charge. So I'm gonna put everything back together while it's on. Okay guys, back at the bike. I had to buy a new battery because this one wasn't holding charge. So new batteries in. I'm gonna make sure I put these fairings back in and we'll go from there.